And you have a lot of enthusiastic fans out there, doesn't she? This is one of the loudest crowds and enthusiastic crowds we've had in quite a while, so congratulations. Now, before you hear from Sofia, we have a few guest speakers. Let me introduce them. Our first speaker today is the co-creator and executive producer of Modern Family. He has been writing, producing, directing, and creating television comedies for almost 20 years. His credits include Wings, Frasier, The Larry Sanders Show, Just Shoot Me, Greg the Bunny, and much more. Please welcome Steve Levitan.
Hello. 8 years ago, Chris Lloyd and I dreamed up a character that required a very specific actor. One with the right voice, the right talent, and the right body. Luckily, we found Ed O'Neill. So when we needed his wife, we called Sofia Vergara. Because no one else could ever play Gloria. Cynics might dismiss Sofia as just a pair of boobs with a funny accent, but that's selling her way short. She also has a breathtaking ass. Very welcome. In truth, Sofia is a very special comedic talent. She has a ridiculous knack for finding the laugh, which is extremely rare. She's Lucy and Ricky with a touch of Sophia Loren. And when you consider that she's funny in her second language, it's doubly impressive. The Modern Family gag reels are filled with Sofia devolving from English to gibberish. Things like, Jay, you need to make this right with Shorty. You need and Ed O'Neill's just like, come again, and Sophia's the first one to laugh at herself because she's warm, and she's generous, and she's fun. Still, her beauty can be intimidating. I've heard so many women who've just met her say, oh my God, I feel like a different species. Sofia feels so guilty about making women feel bad about themselves that she just got engaged to a guy who makes men feel the same way. She cares deeply about her family and friends. Sofia is known to walk up to the bouncer at award show after parties and ask, is it okay if I come into your party? And he, of course, says yes. Then she quickly whistles to her limo, where like a clown car, 3 dozen Colombians pile out and follow her in. At her 40th birthday party in Mexico, my wife and I were at the hotel bar at 2 a.m. with about 80 of Sofia's closest friends and family from Colombia. People were drinking and dancing, and someone brought out maracas. Then out of nowhere, everyone starts pulling out musical instruments, guitars, xylophones, drum sets. They're playing, the dancing gets sexier. Even the old women were gyrating their hips, and I never felt whiter. Because in my culture at that age, a hip is something you break. But right there that night I realized that's where Sofia gets her best qualities. From her family and from her Latin culture. Yes, she may be so beautiful that men want to be with her and women want to be with her. But she's also smart and savvy and strong and one of the hardest workers I've ever met. Like Gloria, she's a fiercely devoted mother and a loyal friend. Sofia, one of the great gifts of Modern Family is that I've gotten to know you and, of course, half of Colombia. So congratulations on this well-deserved honor. As Google Translate would say, que tu estrella brille siempre brillante, which I hope means, may your star always shine bright.
Thank you, Steve. Let me acknowledge the representatives here from the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. We have the new chair of the board, Beth Marlis from Musicians Institute. Please wave. And we have the chair of the Walk of Fame Committee, Maureen Schultz from Capitol Record. Now our next speaker stars as Cameron Tucker on Modern Family, a role which earned him 2 Emmy Awards in the supporting actor in a comedy series category. Most recently, he starred in the thriller The Loft. He was a scene stealer as well in the comedy Identity Thief. And upcoming, he will voice the character of Duke in Illumination Entertainment's untitled Pets movie. Please welcome Eric Stonestreet to the stage.
Thank you so much. When Sophia called me and asked me to speak here today, the first thing I said to her was, Sophia, how did you get my new number? I told you, move on, you're with Joe now. He seems like a really good guy, and you should give that a go. But seriously, I thought about what I would talk about here today, and I decided I'm not going to stand up here before you and state the obvious about Sophia. I'm not going to say what everyone else says all the time, because we're tired of hearing it. So you won't hear me talk about her intellect, her humor, and her generosity, because that's what everyone always talks about. So no, I'm not going to stand here and tell you what a delight she is on set. I'm not going to reiterate how she's kind and knows my mom's name, Eric's mom. I'm not going to be up here wasting your time and say what the tabloids say every week about how she's a cancer survivor and how she came from a small town in Colombia and how she's now one of the most powerful women in Hollywood. I'm not going to tell you that she's self-deprecating, that she gives great advice, and how she's one of the most naturally funny people I've ever met, a loving mother, and how one year she gave me a really super soft cashmere blanket for my birthday. Those are the things I'm not going to talk about, because can we all agree we're tired of hearing about them? So what I'm going to talk about is this, because I feel like I'm the only person who's ever noticed this. Sofia Vergara is hot. I mean, seriously, am I the only person with eyeballs in my head? How is no one else in the world mentioning this? Call me crazy, but I find Sofia to be very attractive. She has a nice bottom. She has beautiful breasts, wondrous curves. Overall, I think she looks very nice. This is what people need to be talking about. I've worked with her for 7 years, and I can tell you I can't keep my eyes off of her for real. I've been asked every season to stop staring at Sophia, and Sophia, you have my word. This year, I'm going to work on it. Here's the truth, everyone. Sophia is one of the most authentic, hardworking, confident, true to herself women that I've ever met. I mean, don't get me wrong, she is fancy. She has a lot of purses. She has a lot of shoes, but she also has a lot of heart, and she smells really good too. You know what? She's not shallow. I mean, a great example is look who she's marrying. This plain average Joe. When the show started, Sophia, I remember thinking, I wonder if these people are going to be my friends for life. And I can tell you that I am proud to call you my friend. And because you asked me to give this speech here today, I can now officially say you're my new best friend in the cast. I've already forgotten the guy's name who plays my husband on the show. Congratulations, Sophia. We're all very proud of you, and we all love you very, very much.
Thank you, Eric. All right. You've got great fans. Just a few minutes and you get to hear from Sofia. Let me acknowledge a few other guests who are with us here from Modern Family and fellow Walk of Famer. We have Ed O'Neill. Also from Modern Family, Julie Bowen. Please wave. And we have actor Joe Manganiello. Now our next speaker just happens to be Sofia's son, so please welcome Manolo to the stage.
People love throwing adjectives around to describe my mother. Beautiful, comedic, powerful, loud. Other people like comparing her to others. She's like a combination of Lucy Enrique, they say. She's the new Sofia Vergara, they say. She's louder than a starving cockatoo, everyone says. And they are all correct. But there is something that they are missing. Upon meeting someone new, I often get asked how it is or how it feels like to be the son of an actress. First, they're disappointed that I don't have any mommy dearest wire hanger type stories. And then they're disappointed because I tell them that it's not how they imagine it to be, full of Hollywood parties and privileges and all that it entails. See, my mother's idea of a good time is sitting in front of a cake while watching Law & Order SVU. And to some, that is disappointing. Sorry, but if one takes their work as seriously as she does, the wildest party you're allowed includes rum cake in your pajamas when you have a call time at 5 a.m. the next day, and then while yelling at on-screen Mariska Hargitay. And I'm not being facetious or jocular. She really does eat cake every day. Sometimes I catch her staring longingly into pictures of cake on Instagram. Don't ask me how she stays in shape, but it's inconsiderate. I'm not the only person, of course, who has ever been the child of a celebrity, but I do think that I have an advantage over others. You see, contrary to what she would like you to believe, that woman standing next to me is not my sister. She is my mother. She had me at a young age, younger than I am now. My life was starting just as her career was starting, all those years ago, first in Colombia, and then at Univision. See, I have been lucky because I have been able to see her career grow. I remember her first show for Univision. I remember when she got her first role in a movie. I remember her first pilot. I remember her classes with an accent coach who left so demoralized that I think he took a vow of silence and joined a monastery. I helped her memorize lines for auditions. You know, some people take their parents' success for granted, but I don't. See, I have seen how hard she has worked for her success, starting from nothing. I know how hard she has toiled. Being on set farcically early and staying preposterously late, having to fly somewhere for the one night and back the next day, the uncertainty of when the next job may come. She did all that, fostering her career, working her ass off daily, while raising me as a single mom, and God knows that was not easy. But she was always there for all my awful school functions and the dreaded parent-teacher conferences. She was on top of me, so hands-on, that, you know, sometimes it got a little annoying, but moms will be moms. You know, I honestly don't understand how she managed to do it, but I can appreciate the effort it took. I'm 23 years old, and I can't even manage to keep a plant alive. You know? They're too needy. When she was 23, I was already 4. When the hell did you sleep? So the fact that I can stand here today at the ceremony in which she is going to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is extraordinary. I can't formulate words or phrases that would accurately portray how I feel. I kind of feel like a really proud father, like at a graduation or something, because I have seen the hard work and dedication which has led to this moment from day one. I have been along on the journey, and I can't begin to express how delighted I am. You've earned this, and you've done it gracefully and humbly. It's not just myself and my friends and family who are proud. It's all of Colombia. It's all of Latin America. You are making history. You're the first Colombian actress on the Walk of Fame. You deserve this honor and so many more to come. And we know there are more to come because of your irreproachable work ethic. As I have stated previously, when people describe my mother as Lucy and Ricky and powerful and beautiful and talented, I say, yes, those are all correct. But you're forgetting the most important way to describe her, which is as I would describe her, and that is as a mother. A mother of the best and most loving kind. Congratulations, Mama, you did it.
Representing the city of Los Angeles, we have the councilman for the 13th district who represents Hollywood. Please welcome the Honorable Mitch O'Farrell.
Modern Family is my very favorite television show. Has anyone else seen every single episode? Every last episode? Okay, I have, multiple times. And I don't have much time for television watching. And the incredible cast, what a talented cast that you work with. But this is your day. You are an iconic, world-class beauty, spokesperson and role model for women all over the world. You've given us the gift of laughter, and through your entrepreneurial and philanthropic efforts, you've touched our lives and helped people in so many other ways. For these reasons, you are truly deserving of this star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And I am so glad that Modern Family films in the city of Los Angeles. Let's keep the industry right here where it belongs. Thank you for that. Felicitaciones a Sofia Vergara por tu éxito en Modern Family y el cine. Usted ha hecho su país de Colombia muy orgulloso. Gracias por sus contribuciones a la cultura en los Estados Unidos. Usted se ha establecido como una figura de inspiración por todos. Gracias y felicidades. Congratulations. You're so welcome. And this is a token of the appreciation of all the elected officials in the city of Los Angeles for Sofia Vergara.
All right. So, Sophia, it's time to hear from you, but let me just say, in memory of our late honorary mayor, Johnny Grant, we hereby declare this Sofia Vergara Day in Hollywood.
I have to calm myself because my English is not going to be very good this time. It is unbelievable for me to be standing here today with all of you. I don't have anything to say, but thank you. And the first thanks I have to give is to Modern Family, to Steve Levitan, Chris Lloyd, all my cast, all the writers. If they had not invented Gloria Pritchett, I wouldn't be here. I owe everything that I've been able to do in the American market to this amazing character, and I'm always going to remember this in my life. I have to thank ABC and Fox for allowing me to do it, and also Steve McPherson, who was the one that at the beginning really was pushing for me to get a role in American television. I also need to thank, of course, the one and only in my life, my manager of 20 years, I don't know where he is, Luis Balaguer, and his family who has supported me throughout 20 years. He has been able to help me and push me to do things that I never thought that I had the balls to do. Well, excuse me. He helped me execute. That's a very good English word, no? Execute all my dreams that I wanted to do, all the endorsements, all my things that I wanted to do as a businesswoman. I have to also thank, of course, my son Manolo, because he always behaves so well. He never gave me any problems, so I was able to travel and work. You know, if you have a son that is giving you problems, your mind is never, you know, free to do things that you want, and he behaved like hopefully he won't change. I also need to thank my family who's here today, my cousins, my aunts, my mom, my uncle Nando, everybody that is here that always support me, because, you know, at the end of the day, you can have money, fame, everything, but if you don't have anyone to share it and to enjoy it with, you know, what do you do with a star in Hollywood if you cannot go and brag with them that you got it? Thank you to all my new American fans. Thank you so much. And to all my old Latin fans of 25 years. I love you. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have these amazing fans. And the only thing that I could tell them is that I hope that they see me as an example that working hard and respecting yourself and respecting others really pays off. Don't stop dreaming and do what you have to do. En español. Sí. Muchísimas gracias a todos mis fans por estar aquí. Qué belleza a mis fans nuevos, americanos, a mis fans latinos de hace 25 años. Gracias. Lo único que les puedo decir es que siempre recuerden que trabajando mucho, sin descansar y respetándose uno mismo y respetando a los demás, se pueden lograr cosas que uno nunca se soñó. Gracias a todos mis fans por estar aquí y un beso a Colombia y a todos los colombianos que están aquí. Gracias por venir.
All right. Shall we unveil the star, Sophia? Let's do it.